What's up, everyone? So today we're going to be talking about another personality type, the ESTJ personality. I'm Jeff Pilkington. This is Launch Industries Now. Welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about the ESTJ personality within the Myers-Briggs. Last week we talked about ENTP, which is me and Barack Obama. Among a lot of other people who have it. Ashton Kutcher's ENTP. There's a whole long list of people that are ENTP. But today we're on ESTJ. And who is an ESTJ personality that we all know and love? A few would be Peyton Manning, Dr. Phil McGraw, and Judge Judy. So we're going to talk about those three to start. Basically, what you need to know about the ESTJ, I kind of like to keep it simple on here because people get overwhelmed by what it all means. The best way to understand how these personalities work is to look at their cognitive functions. Now, the four cognitive functions of the ESTJ, they lead with extroverted thinking, and then that's their dominant function. Their auxiliary function, which is kind of the next in line, the auxiliary function for them would be introverted sensing. And then their backup function is their extraverted intuition. And then their kind of hidden inferior function is their internal introverted feeling. So extroverted thinking, introverted sensing, extroverted intuition, and then introverted feeling. Now, what that all means, which you're probably asking, is if you're an ESTJ, what you need to know is you're leading with extroverted thinking. So you're all about seeing everything that's going on in your environment and trying to figure out how to make sense of everything and everybody and everything that's going on. You want to organize everybody. It's known in the 16 personalities as the executive is the personality on that website. Everything that you see in the external environment, you want to have a place, and you want to help make it have a place because you think everything should have a role and everything should be in harmony, and that's the way you think. That's how you process it. Now, the good thing about that and kind of the bad thing about that is your next cognitive process in line is your introverted sensing. So when you're not doing the extroverted thinking and trying to put everything in its place, people, objects, just everything in its place, when you're not doing that, you're then shifting into your auxiliary function, which is your introverted sensing. Introverted sensing is all about your internal filing system. So you're going from, okay, here's all this to organize. Now I have my filing system in here. How do I organize it within my brain? So it's literally this external, internal environment of trying to place things accordingly so that you can feel in harmony, they can feel in harmony, and everybody can be happy. That's ultimately what you lead with. However, your backup, which is the tertiary function, which is your extroverted intuition. Extroverted intuition is thoughts and ideas and being creative and trying this and trying that and doing all these things. That's your backup. So when you see people who lead with this, like an ENTP, which is what I am, which is I can't stop creating and doing and ideas and this and that. ESTJs see that and they're like, whoa, like how does that person do that and not care about organizing everything? So you need to know that that's the one that your tertiary function, which is your third in line, which is the N, your external intuition. That's the one that you're like working on developing, that you know is kind of there, but it's not always there the best. You want to be creative. You want to be able to have these ideas, but it's hard. You're developing that. It shows up sometimes, but that's kind of to make you feel more, balanced in your life. You're trying to bring that extroverted intuition more to life. You know it's there. So that's the third in line, which is your tertiary function. It's kind of your backup. And then your inferior function, your introverted function is your introverted feeling. And that's kind of the inferior, that's your weakest, the introverted feeling. So you have a lot of trouble and problems figuring out how you feel about certain things. You're just connecting with that. You're kind of like, I'm going to go back to organizing now. Like, that's kind of what because you want to feel, but you're like, the only way I know how to feel is if I'm organizing stuff. So That's just what I'm going to go back to doing. That's my default. So that's basically what you need to know about you, is the more that you can work on developing that extroverted intuition, which is the ideas and creativity and variety, the more you can develop that and then get in touch with how you feel about things, you know, that tertiary and the inferior function, that's going to make your life more balanced and you're going to feel better. You can work on those in time. You can read about this online and check it all out. The way that applies to, let's say, Peyton Manning and Dr. Phil McGraw and Judge Judy, well, look at Peyton Manning. What did Peyton Manning do as a quarterback? Peyton Manning was all about the organizing of the line, down, set. He had to have everybody in order. He had to have this wide receiver, Reggie Wayne, what are you doing? I'm supposed to go that way, not that way. Like, he was trying to organize the external environment. In his plays, his sensing, Peyton Manning had that stuff to a T. I mean, his plays were like, he was the coach of the team. He was the ultimate ESTJ. His entire process was a pattern. He knew those things, and Reggie Wayne had to be there. Marvin Harrison had to be down the line, and if they weren't there, God damn it, what are you doing? You know, same when he went to Denver and everything. I mean, that was Peyton Manning, ESTJ. Phil McGraw. What does Dr. Phil McGraw do? He meets with people on TV, and he helps them organize. Now, I'm going to help you organize and get your life together. I mean, you know, Phil McGraw was into the organizing of everybody, and he was pretty darn good at it. Do I even need to talk about Judge Judy, who is the ultimate logic, keep things straight, this, that, that's how things go? No, she could sum it up real quick and access her extroverted thinking and then her introverted sensing, her filing system. You know, she's organizing the people in her court, and then she was shifting to her filing system and saying, okay, what do my files say? How do I organize this? So it was all about that, you know. As far as their external intuition, their tertiary function, I bet you if you asked all three of those people, they know they've got that and they're working on developing it, and it's not their strength, but it's there and they know it. And how they feel about things, well, you don't want Judge Judy going with her feelings. You generally in court, you want her using the logic of the case, so she's in the right job. Phil McGraw organizing people, he could do that a little bit more with the feeling. He's probably developed that a little bit more, you know, as a psychologist therapist, but it's clear he's organizing the people in his life. And Peyton Manning doesn't need to feel shit. Peyton Manning's just, he's a football player. He want to organize it now. But I bet he knows about it. I bet if you ask him, he'd be aware. So ESTJs, that's what I've got for you today. We are nearing the, let's see, yeah, we got to hop, but thank you guys for tuning in. That's the ESTJ. If you have any questions, I'll put the website 16personalities.com below. You can go see what you are. So far, we've done ENTP and ESTJ. I'm going to kind of keep going with some of these based on what I'm reading. It's a lot of fun getting good reactions to it. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'm Jeff Pilkington. This is Launch Industries. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a like below or subscribe to my channel. The big thumbs up and the red button right down there. Please do. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful afternoon. Take care.